what's up? This is MJ Fangirl, and today we are going to be talking about an iconic Michael Jackson ballad and a song that made for some pretty interesting performance moments. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. We're talking all about She's Out of My Life, and this is now MJ Fangirl TV.
Girl, you got to can touch the sky, you
Alright guys, so before we get into it, if you haven't seen my face before, my name is MJ Fangirl, and I make videos all about and for the Michael Jackson fan community. If you're interested in learning more about the King of Pop through the eyes and experiences of a fan like myself, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell, because the notification bell is the only way that YouTube is going to alert you every time I upload a new video. So I know that it's been a hot minute since I've done a song chit chat, and I just want to be honest with you guys. I only want to come on here and talk about songs that are on my heart, on my mind, and songs that mean a lot to me, and also that are really important to Michael's legacy. All the songs are important, but again, I want to make sure that I'm talking about songs that I'm knowledgeable about and songs that are just really ones that are special to me. So I just want to start off and tell you guys that She's Out of My Life is an impressive song to me, not only because of Michael's vocals, but because of how he was able to convey the meaning of the song without actually having been through that experience himself. Now, Michael Jackson, how old was he? Probably 19, 20 when he recorded this, and Michael at that time hadn't really been in like a love relationship, right? She's Out of My Life is talking about a love relationship in which, you know, the songwriter, the singer, realizes that he's lost his longtime love. He took it for granted, and he didn't really know what he had until it was gone, and it's too late now. And the way that Michael expresses these emotions is just really outstanding, especially for someone that, as Quincy Jones had said, the most emotional, you know, song that he had sung before that was about someone with 4 legs, a rat, Ben, whatever.
Michael's most emotional moment was Ben. He was singing about a love affair with a rat. So I knew I had a lot of room to play with then. So I steered him to a lot of songs like, you know, She's Out of My Life, which I was saving for Sinatra. And he cried at the end of it every time, and so I just left it on the record, the crying, because it was a very real emotion, you know.
I think that Michael was really someone who knew how to convey deep emotions, especially when it came to love, from a very young age. I mean, listen to songs like Who's Loving You and Maybe Tomorrow and Never Can Say Goodbye. How old was he then? Of course he hadn't been through that, but She's Out of My Life is different because this is the first time he's singing about love in this way as an adult on his own, without his brothers, just as Michael Jackson. Now, Thomas Baylor, the writer of this song, wrote in the Let's Make History book about his experience and how he came to write the song, and he talks about having a breakup that was really painful for him, and he realized that he had messed up. The girl wanted to marry him and be with him, and a lot of times I think, as all of us tend to do in terms of love relationships, we take things for granted that are just right there, and we're like, you know what, I can find better, I can do better, and unfortunately sometimes it's too late and you lose that love. So Michael also shared in his book Moonwalker about the emotions that he was experiencing and what he reached towards when he was singing She's Out of My Life. He talked about feeling so lonely and just feeling really isolated at that period of time in his life, and realizing that like the border, I think he described it as like the border or the wall between him and the rest of the world and other people was just this high, and he would almost be able to overcome it, but not really. I think Michael at that point in time was really realizing how isolated he was from the rest of the world, and these are the years where Michael would say he would walk around at night and just be so desperately lonely and looking for someone to talk to and someone to just be friends with him as a normal person, and not be looked at as, oh my gosh, you're Michael Jackson. So it reminded me, you guys, of like this methodology of acting that I've heard of called method acting, popularized by so many different actors, but Marlon Brando is a standout method actor, and he was Michael Jackson's friend for many years. But it's when you as a performer don't have that experience, but you reach inside of yourself to find other emotions that are relative to or very close to what you are singing about or what you're performing about, and you take those emotions and you apply it, and that's how you are able to convey the emotional state without having been through the experience. And it just reminded me of that, and I thought that that was really, really cool and really interesting that Michael shared what it actually was that he was going through that made him able to sing She's Out of My Life in that way. Now let's get into the fun part. Now, She's Out of My Life is a song that I actually discovered as a kid watching the Dangerous tour live in Bucharest. Michael had been performing She's Out of My Life on several tours before the Dangerous tour. He performed it on the Triumph tour, Victory, Bad, and Dangerous, and then it was later replaced on the History tour for You Are Not Alone. But if you guys remember, She's Out of My Life was a very, very interesting, it was an interesting performance because Michael started bringing girls up on stage. I believe it started in the Bad tour. That's the first time I've ever seen a girl come up on stage. And as the times progressed, girls just kept getting wilder and wilder. Okay, so the Bad tour, these are one of the Japan dates in which a woman comes up on stage with him, but not really on stage, but kind of close to the stage. And I found it interesting because she didn't really freak out. You know, Japanese culture is kind of subdued and kind of chill, so she wasn't gonna freak out, but I was like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine what it'd be like if that was me.
Now I've learned these expressions, but I've learned newly. Out of my life, it's out of my life.
I don't know how I'd react, but it'd probably be like a Dangerous tour girl. Now, I think that Michael Jackson actually really loved performing She's Out of My Life because I think he got a kick out of the women's reactions when they got up on stage with him. He always talked about how he loved like the adulation and the people fainting and crying, and he wanted that to be shown in all of his concert films and all of his teasers and videos about him. You know, you always see those shots of the audience and people freaking out and going crazy. And I think that Michael really, really enjoyed performing She's Out of My Life. Here's a clip of a Dangerous tour performance of She's Out of My Life, and he seems to be really, really into it. He's like laughing and just like totally eating this all up. Check this out.
Can I come down there?
So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. She's Out of My Life is an iconic Michael Jackson ballad. I think a lot of people, when they think of Michael Jackson, they think of the fast songs, but I love songs where Michael's vocal talent is really, really displayed, and I think She's Out of My Life is a great example of that. I'd love you guys to let me know, do you guys like the song She's Out of My Life? For my ladies out there, would you have enjoyed being a She's Out of My Life girl? How do you think that you would have reacted? Are you a She's Out of My Life girl? If you are, let me know. I'd love to hear your story and your experience down below. Let me know also if you like these song chit chats, you guys. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Again, I'm only gonna do songs that I have on my heart and on my mind at the time to talk to you guys about, because I want to make it interesting and I want to make it authentic for you guys. Alright guys, so I think that is a wrap for me. Thank you guys so much for the support. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't hit it already. And also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm on there almost every day chatting with you guys, and I love to talk to and meet new fans. So join me on over there. And until the next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Damn indecision. curse it right. I got my love for her like day and night, and it cuts like a knife.